Well, there are a number of contract manufacturers out in the world. A lot of them tend to specialize. You'll have companies that are doing printed circuit board assembly. They will make or buy the printed circuit boards themselves, and then they will put the components onto those printed circuit boards, and they'll ship a printed circuit board assembly. Maybe it's even a tested printed circuit board assembly, but it's not a product all in itself. It's a sub-assembly for a product. Contract manufacturing is also a machine shop or a sheet metal shop who's turning out a product with the correct dimensions and tolerances and threads, and those again are components for products. But then you step into and those companies, they can be huge, billions in dollars of sales because of the number of printed circuit boards they're shipping. I don't know how big machine shops can get. Usually, they're local. They're kind of local and they're kind of small, but there are some big machine shops out there too, because there are companies like I don't know, auto manufacturers. They machine parts, and so the machine shops that crank those out are gigantic. People that do injection molding or casting, same kind of thing. Those are also contract manufacturers. When you get into companies like Product Resources, we're a systems integrator. We will buy assembled printed circuit boards. We will buy sheet metal parts, all finished. We'll buy machine parts. We will control the design of those products, or at least we'll have control of the design of the products. If we didn't actually do the design work, our customers come to us with the design most times, and we just get control of it and handle the quality side of it and ordering those parts and making sure that all of them come in and they meet the specifications. And then we'll do the assembly, we'll do functional testing, we'll do performance testing, calibration through packaging. And if you're dealing with medical devices, of course, there's a stack of paperwork that goes right next to that that's as big as a product is. So that's kind of the area of contract manufacturing that we're in. There are some companies that have a broader scope than us, like the people that make cell phones, the factories that make cell phones. I mean, they do their own printed circuit board fabrications, they do their own PC board assembly, and then of course they do the final assembly, and they do the testing, and they do the programming, and they put it in a box, and then the box goes in a crate, and then the crate goes in a container, and they're shipping containers. Mm-hmm. So we're taking already assembled components, we're putting them all together, we're doing all the testing, and we're confirming that the product functions and performs the way the customer wants. And then we're shipping them typically on a pallet, because we're sending them to our customer, who's then going to sell them to their customers. In some cases, it's we're shipping them individually, and we've been known to drop ship to some customers at our customers' request.
And one of the things I think that makes us a little unique is John described a couple of different contract manufacturers. They'll manufacture what we consider a sub-assembly, maybe one discrete component. We work with CMs who provide us materials that we use in building the products for our customers. I think what makes us interesting and all these things we've been talking about describes our process. And our process, I think, is a little unique in that we are a CM. We do build products, but we also have the design and engineering experience to help complete a design, frankly, start and complete a design, then build it, then maintain it in production over however many years. Some CMs don't get involved with a product's life cycle until it's a viable product, until it's something to build. They stay out of the design realm until it's a product to be built. We kind of have over the years have stretched out to help with the design, to then build it and then maintain it in production. So our process, we've been talking about our process specifically, which is different from any other CM out there. And it is a little unique in that we kind of run the gamut of the product's life as opposed to just its manufacturing life. So a lot of the products that we build, I would say, are for the biotech and biopharma industries. We've, in the last probably 10 or 15 years, gotten into the medical device manufacturing. Typically it's high complexity, medium volume mix of products. We're not the type of CM that's gonna churn out 1 million widgets annually. We're just not built for that. We do lower volume, hundreds, thousands, maybe tens of thousands, depending on what it is. But that's kind of our sweet spot, is in the high hundreds, low thousands annual volume. But our niche is products that are very complex, require a lot of configuration, a lot of calibration and functional testing, very precise parameters around the equipment and around targets that it needs to hit within its functionality range. That's kind of where the types of products that we design and build, because we have the equipment and the experience to maintain that control of the product. We do serve the industrial field. We actually are right in the middle of designing a product that measures the integrity of air filters for industrial buildings. So yeah, we're definitely still in that field.
Instrumentation control systems. We build the main computer system for surgical robot. So is it an instrument? Is it a control system? A little of both.
A lot of what we build too, they're a product to us, but they're a subassembly to our customer. John said, control systems, which is a general term, but we do a lot of box builds, and each one of these different box builds all get configured together at our customer site to perform some function. So one subassembly integrates with another, and another, and another, and together, the sum of the parts equal the whole. They'll perform a task. So what is a product to us can be subassemblies for our customer to integrate into their overall product.